Hey everybody, it's Ed. Alright, today's video we're going to focus on Elvis the King, memorabilia that was around back in the day when the Elvis Presley fan club of New York City, which was titled the King's Court, was sending out promotional items to its members. So this video is actually going to focus on many of the items that are still around in our collection. So this shadow box shows some of the items. You have the button up top with the buttons, the bumper sticker, and then on the bottom there are two other buttons and another bumper sticker. All right, and then we look and we pan down, and we are going to see that this is basically the remnants of what we have left from throughout the years. At one point, these buttons, we had close to 30. Actually, no, I'm sorry, almost 40. I've given a bunch away since I've been on YouTube and other times. But same with the posters. Posters, we had about, I think, 10 at one point. I'm down to 3, plus the one on my wall. This button, we're down to the 2, my mom's and dad's. Same thing with this button. We're down to 2. This was a postcard, not a postcard, but a picture that was printed, a Jim Morris original that was sent out to fans. This was actually the night my mom got her sweat stained scarf from the Coliseum in '73. June, what was that, the 23rd? June 23rd. And these are the bumper stickers we have left. Same with this one. And the poster. Now the poster, for some reason, was printed on 2 different colored papers. One was a yellowish paper and the other was white. So you may think that this looks yellowish because of age, but no, that is not the case. It was actually printed on yellow paper. So I have 2 of the yellow ones left, one white and another white in a frame. All right, and then these were notepads that was sent to club members. Stated, "I am a proud member of the King's Court. Elvis the King rocks on." All right, and yeah, this is pretty much what we have left. I think this is pretty much the closest thing to a full book. This may even be still a full pad. But that's that. I'm not going to open the other posters because they look exactly the same as this one. And these were the fan club booklets all the way up through the time that my parents were in the fan club. My parents were, well, for lack of a better term, I guess you could say they were booted out of the fan club in 1975. Maybe that's not the way to put it. I don't know. But part of a story I definitely would like to have told one day by them if they're up for it. But yeah, they were in the fan club from the time of its conception up until 1975. So these are all the materials that we have left. Now, what motivated me to actually make this video today? I was on eBay of all things earlier, and I happened to be looking through Elvis items. And one of the things that popped up, actually, there were 2 of them, was this and one of these. And as I popped onto this one because I was curious, it basically, it said it was 2.5 inches, which these are, I believe, 3. 1, 2, or maybe it is 2.5. I didn't, you know what? I should have measured these. I'm sorry, I didn't. So maybe they are 2.5 inches. But regardless, something about it didn't look right. But he actually mentioned in it that it was a reproduction. And now, and this one I've seen on eBay also, not just today, but in the past. And I've noticed that a lot of the ones on eBay are not originals of this, and sometimes with this one as well. This one I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen this one on eBay, but I don't know if anybody ever really bootlegged that one, so that one's difficult to tell. All right, but again, I figured that if anybody ever was, did see these on eBay and they were interested in picking them up, and you wanted to know if you were getting an original, Hopefully I will be able to set the record straight for you. All right, so let's start with this original one, because this was the very first button that the King's Court fan club gave out to its members. And another reason why this button might be sought after is it actually is featured on the Bruce Springsteen album Born to Run. So maybe Bruce fans or slash Elvis fans also might be interested in getting this button. All right, but the best thing that I can tell you is I know that the bootleg ones are just one color, meaning that the writing would all be in one color. Maybe it might be all red, maybe it might be all blue, or maybe it may even look black. All right, but those are bootlegs. All right, the original one is going to have the black and white picture with the blue writing on the sides and the red writings on the top and the bottom. Okay, now there's really nothing on the back that I can distinguish, although I did notice on the Repro one, these holes here, where the pin slides through, these are rectangle in shape, but the Repro one, they were circular in shape. But again, he admitted that it was a repro, so I was like, all right, that's good. But now, here's the problem. A lot of people I've seen trying to sell these buttons, definitely reproduction buttons, and they're trying to pass them off as originals. So with this button in particular, there were two versions, all right? The initial version when they first came out, from the printing, was this one. Now, if you look at the hair, between the two pictures, the one on, I guess it'll be your left, right? So, all right, the one on the left, this one. You see how the hair is kind of like jagged, and it, has like little peaks and whatnot. And this one, you can see they smoothed it out. So these were basically the first run buttons, and then these were the later buttons. All right, so I think these are more rare than these. And considering with what I have left, and like I said, at one point I had about 40 of these, where I had about maybe 10 of these and about 30 of these, and I've given away multiple ones over the past few years. So this is what we're left with. Unfortunately, I never gave this one away to anybody because we only have the two. One was my mom's and one was my dad's, so I'm holding on to these, and the same with that one. Bumper stickers I have given away over the years, but I think I'm at the end at this point due to what I have left. Picture, same thing, and even the posters. All right, so the other thing that I wanted to show you is to tell the difference between the real ones here and a bootleg or a fake would be that the writing, Elvis the King, the King's Court, on the official ones that I'm holding in my hand, the writing is very, very close to the top. The bootleg ones seem to go down, the writing goes down a little bit more, okay? The bootleg ones usually seem to be the ones with the smooth hair. All right, now this picture was taken at the Saturday matinee show at Madison Square Garden on June 10th, 1972, where he was wearing the blue jumpsuit. All right, now when you look at the back of this button, you will see that there is a logo, NG Slater Corp, NYC 11, and then what I believe is a little, like a union label. All right, and then the other thing that you'll be able to see when you turn the button around is that the picture of Elvis's jumpsuit comes all the way around, and it lips in. So if you look at the back of a bootleg button, it would not have the NG Slater Corp logo, and the whole border would just be white all the way around. All right, so that's really the only way that you're going to tell that whether or not this is official or not, because basically when they did the bootlegs, all they did was copy the front, so that did not get where are we? That did not get the blue part of his jumpsuit, and it did not get the NG Slater Corp. All right, and then basically for some reason when they would do it on the button, the picture, the words would be considerably lower, and it's really you can see the difference. I don't have a bootleg to compare it to, so I'm sorry. I wish I did, but I'm not going to spend money on something that I know is fake, especially when I have these. All right. Yeah, so, basically, if anybody's ever interested and you see them on eBay, hopefully you'll be able to see, what the buttons are, if they're authentic or not. And you can always ask them to send you a picture of the back, to see if you see the NY, Slater, or the NC Slater, or whatever the heck it says. What does it say? NG Slater Corp. All right, so that's that. And I think we'll leave it at that for now. All right, everybody, I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. As always, I appreciate it, and hope everybody's staying safe. And as always, again, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Take care.